in honor of Spielberg's next movie, Lincoln, coming out in November, I am going to give you my thoughts, opinions, memories, and review of one of my favorite Steven Spielberg movies, E.T. And I am actually on my way to go see the movie in a theater today. I'm pretty excited about it. I really lucked out. I'm glad I picked to talk about E.T. I've been wanting to talk about it for a long time. Okay, I'm back from the theater, everybody. It was such an honor to get to see E.T., Steven Spielberg's 1982 masterpiece, in the movie theater again, celebrating its 30th anniversary. It's no surprise that I really love Steven Spielberg as a filmmaker and as a person. He's done so much to contribute to the film world, to our world in general, and been able to entertain us forever. His movies are incredible, and I'm happy that I have a chance to share some of my feelings about this film. This is the movie that changed my life. In 1982, I was 5 years old, and I can't say what was the first movie my parents took me to go see. I really would like to say that they took me to see Star Wars as an infant, but I doubt it very much. But I'd really like to say that E.T. was the first movie that I saw in the movie theater. I just can't say that. What I can say is that E.T. is the film that ignited this whole passion that I have inside my body, giving me this love and appreciation for cinema in general. It was one of those movies that shaped my childhood, that changed the game, and I just couldn't stop thinking about film. What I do remember most seeing E.T. for the first time, I remember sitting in the chair. I don't remember before or after this very much, but I remember being in the theater, a theater that still exists in the town where I came from. They don't show movies there anymore. It's kind of an abandoned building, but the building still exists. And I remember sitting in the seat as a small child. Now, I don't know if this was the initial release, because at the time, video wasn't very popular, so what they would do was they would release a movie and release a movie and release a movie, and now, you know, they release a movie and then they make it on cable and on everywhere. It's just everywhere now. But back then, it was mainly, you could really only go to the theater to see a movie or on TV edited. So again, I was a young kid, and I remember sitting there in the theater with my parents, and I remember it got very dark, and I was so scared. I was so terrified that I thought I was going to die. I was afraid of the dark, and all of a sudden it gets light and the screen lights up. The movie started. I believe that from that point on, I knew that movies would be the most important thing in the world to me, next to my family and my friends. E.T. for me is one of the greatest films ever made. And it was such a privilege to see it again and try and remember all those things that I remember as a kid. And I remember being so excited and frightened, and I laughed and I cried. This movie just has all of that. If each movie in the world was made, and it just at least had a percentage of what E.T. has, it could be at least a really entertaining movie and give you a really good reason to go to the movie. It gives me why I want to go to the shows and see movies. Why I try every time to go see a movie in the theater. Just so that's why I go to the movies over 100 times a year, so I can have that one experience that I had while I saw E.T. So I want to share just a few things about E.T. and why I love the film so much. First off, I want to talk about the cast. Henry Thomas, Drew Barrymore, Dee Wallace, Peter Coyote. This is a very, who is that kind of cast at the time? This is just a cast that really nobody really knew about or was aware about. This wasn't like Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie, ridiculous, is in this film. No, and this is a film where there wasn't a lot of famous people in this movie, so it gave you the sense that what I'm seeing is real. I believe every situation, and the acting here is so genuine and so honest. Even seeing it now, I want to just show E.T. on the screen, and I'm crying like a little baby. One thing I really like about this movie is that we kind of get an idea of what E.T. is. He's shown a little bit here on the screen. We get a sense of kind of who he is and how he works. So we start to wonder about him, and we believe that he's a real, living, breathing alien. And another thing I really enjoy about this movie is I really like the fact that you really only get to know one adult in this movie until the very end. And you get to see the mother. She's like the one adult that you really get a sense of who she is. But all the adults, until the very end, they're all kind of in black lighting. And you really don't get a sense of who these are. They're just very menacing. It's almost like adults are the bad guys. They're going to want to take E.T. away, and we need to get out of here so E.T. can survive, and they won't kill him or do anything bad to him. And I like that. I just that sense of danger. So we take comfort in these kids. And E.T., it just seems like he's there for us. He cares about us. The direction by Steven Spielberg is so beautiful, and this is so well written. And I just love the look and feel. I actually got to see the 1982 cut of this film before they kind of butchered it when they brought it out for the 20th anniversary. And you get to see all the flaws and the special effects, and it looks so cool. It looks great, and it's so Oscar-worthy. And I believe it won Oscars, so what am I saying? I want to talk about John Williams' score and how beautiful it is. He won an Oscar for this film. Once you hear the E.T. score, it just touches your heart. I had the opportunity just a month ago to see John Williams in concert at the Hollywood Bowl. I do have a video for it on my channel. But he actually played the last 9 to 10 minutes of the film and did all the music live right there in front of us. It's just so magical. That score is so great. I don't understand anybody that doesn't at least love this film. If you don't love this film, maybe you're a communist or a socialist. God bless you, but I just don't know. I just don't know anybody that, or you just don't have a soul. If you don't at least enjoy this movie and be touched by its spirit and what it wants to say about life and friendship and love, this movie is just it has a lot of great humor. I mean, it's so honest in its humor, and it's funny, and it's throughout the whole film. And I can go on and on and on and on and on about how much I love this film. This video could be 20 minutes long, but this is the film. This is it, my friends. This is the film that ignited and changed my life forever at a young age, and why I love film to begin with, and why I love to go to the movies. This is the film. Thank you so much, Steven Spielberg, for having such an amazing career. I'm really looking forward to what you've got next, and I really hope you never retire. I hope that you make a film to the day you die. I am grateful for E.T., and I'm grateful for a lot of the film, most of the films of Steven Spielberg, even the ones that aren't that good. I think he's the greatest filmmaker living, the greatest filmmaker of my generation and of my life, and someone that I'll always have a fondness for and care for. And I love E.T. I bought here it is right here. I bought the 2002 edition of it. It has, luckily it has the 2002 and the original, so you can watch it either way. It is one of my favorite movies of all time, and one of my favorite movies of my childhood. I'm grateful that I had a chance to talk about it. Thank you for watching. Please like and comment on this video and subscribe to my channel. My name is MovieManCHAD, and I review movies. And if you're watching this on my own channel, please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film, and also go to WhoYouTube.com and check out many awesome people. The internet is great, and I hope you enjoyed my review, my thoughts, my opinions about E.T. And I also hope you enjoy everybody else's review, and as they share their love about Steven Spielberg and his films and how they've changed their lives. And I really am looking forward to Steven Spielberg's next film coming out in November called Lincoln. It looks amazing. I'm very excited about it. I'm very hyped up about it. My expectations are pretty high, because they always are when they come to Spielberg. Thank you again for watching, and I really hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be right here.